Welcome to the House of Legends podcast, where great women become exceptional. I am your host, Graciela, founder and CEO of the House of Legends by Graciela, a mindset coach and mother of three beautiful kids. My mission and passion is to provide you with the tools that will allow you to unlock and bring out the best version of yourself, which is the key to all change. Some of those tools are mindset, identity work, and emotional mastery. Not only that, but I will also bring you powerful conversations with legends like you, showcasing their journey, life work, and allowing us to learn from their experiences and insights. So don't miss an episode. Tune in each week to the House of Legends podcast and let's unlock the power of your own legend. Let's dive in today's episode. I had no idea how many emotions I was suppressing. Welcome back to the House of Legends, where great women become exceptional. I am your host, Graciela, and welcome back to our 8-week series, The Woman Behind the Business. Today is episode 5. We want to talk about emotions and how those are the key for your business success. But before that, I would love to remind you about our giveaway. Yes, we're doing an amazing giveaway. It's going to take place on episode 8. The way to enter into this giveaway is actually after each episode, we will love for you to share your insights, your aha moment. What did you get from the episode on your Instagram stories? Of course, tag us, and in that way, you have 1 point, one entry. We have three prizes. The first one is going to be a credit of $1,111. The second and the third one, 2 credits of $555. Those are not only credits, but actually an opportunities for us to co-create here. You can use that credit towards any of our services. And if you get to win any of those prizes, you have until December 31st, 2025 to come and play. All right, let's dive into today's episode. Emotions and how those are the key for your business success. And like I mentioned before, I did have no idea of how many emotions I was suppressing. If you haven't listened to episode 4, I strongly suggest you to listen to episode 4 and then come back to this because it's going to make more sense. I'm going to make a little recap. On episode 4, I was sharing about healing and about some episodes that actually I did attract do all the unhealed wounds and also big part of emotions that I was suppressing. I'm going to mention some of the experiences right here as well because I think it's really important to be really um transparent when it comes to that because I know many people in the industry they only get to share the wins, the all the pictures, and I love pictures, don't get me wrong, all the amazing, good, beautiful things. But what is behind the scenes is actually the things that move the needle. So, like I mentioned before in episode 4, I did have I'm gonna mention another one as well, but I did have three specific events. One of them was and I don't call it relationship because I was just only communicate. I was the only communication with this person was via text. But if you're a woman, you will understand me. If you've been single for a while and you want to form a relationship, I'm the kind of woman that I really believe in people, so I give this person a chance. Like I said, I never met him in person. It was only text. I We were doing an investment together, and at the final of the date, this guy ghosted me. He went away and then came back, and I was to enter into those investments. I put myself in debt, and I'm not saying, and I'm not blaming me. I'm not blaming him, but when he went away, I feel really like I was in this island by myself. I felt the betrayal. I was really angry. I was mad. I was frustrated. I was with a big disappointment. Another event that occurred back in 2022 as well. I invest a five figure coaching service with a mentor that at the final of the day it went west. I felt the same way. I felt unsupported, and I back then I didn't knew why I was attracting all those things. And another event, it did happen as well. It was with my father, and with him, I did felt that I needed to prove every single time. And I mentioned those things because back then I didn't have any idea, any clue that those were actually the things that were about to impact my business in a big way. And one of the things that I always share with my clients, I put my shit together, and excuse my French here, but it then says that I said, you know what, I'm strong enough, I'm a warrior, and all that bullshit, because I call it bullshit. I mean, we are strong, we can pull up our masculine, but when it comes to this, we have to understand that there's things that we have to work deeply. Yes, we can use our discipline or willpower, but if we get to suppress, and that was the thing that I was doing, I was suppressing my emotions, I was making myself strong, and I moved myself from those places. But I arrived to the point that I got sick. And in those moments, I was quote unquote forced to see what was going on inside. I started working with a healer, and we noticed that I was expressing so many emotions. Like I told you before, I was feeling this sense of unworthiness from part of my father. I was trying to please every single one, and I did attract this person, the investments, the betrayal, the frustration. And those actually were the ones that were reflecting with my clients, with the way that I was approaching everything. And that was a big, like, temporary temporary truth that I faced. And in those moments, I have to say that those are the real raw shitty moments. But those are the ones that actually made you who you are. Because right now, right here that I'm in the other side, I can see why I was attracting the people, why I was attracting the situations is because I was calling them. My body was the magnet. Makes sense? And when I started working with my healer and also with my mindset coach, with my healer, we did a lot of work about releasing trap emotions, because those emotions were in my body. It was not about just thinking positive, shiny thoughts. Like that can work, but it will reflect. So we start working, and I did put myself in this protocol of doing the work every single day until right now, because it's not just one thing or one meditation that is going to take you there. It's every single day noticing why I feel this way, why this triggered me, why this situation, and you can back engineer, and at one point you become your own mentor. And I'm not saying that we don't need help. I always have someone, but at the final of the day you integrate those codes. So when I start releasing those emotions, it was really hard. In those moments you feel really vulnerable, in the sense that now you understand. And when I say release, I did have to felt confront the emotion, in the sense no more bypassing, no more gratitude, quote unquote gratitude. I did have to sit down with every single emotion. But right now, when I think about that, I think that was one of the greatest gifts, because right now I can hold sadness, I can hold when I feel happy, when I feel the ecstasies. You can hold different spectrums, and I got to the point where I feel really neutral. And when you feel this neutrality, that doesn't mean that you're cold. It just means that you understand how this energy moves. And I'm not saying that it's all about neutrality or never be happy or never be sad. It's just understanding how this energy moves. And when you arrive to this place, and I'm not gonna say that it's gonna 110% all the days. Like there are days that I still feel like crap or the things going west, but I'm not. not in this spiral for days or even for months, right? It makes sense. For a couple minutes and then I snap out. All right, before we wrap up this short and concise episode, I'm gonna give you something that you can utilize because I know many of you, maybe it is not, those are not the same situations that you are experiencing now, but maybe it could be another ones that could actually, that you could actually relate. One of the things that I use for releasing emotions, and this is really easy, it's powerful and easy. It's so simple that sometimes we think like, oh, it's so simple, it has to be more complicated. Just do the work, okay? Don't try it. Just do it. If it works for you, if you feel right, amazing. If not, there's so many other ways that actually I get to teach in the upcoming program, The Woman Behind the Business. It's actually 12-week program where we go deep into the mindset and healing. And here we go deep. And like when I said deep, it's deep. I don't like the fluff or just like affirmations. And those work. I love them. But those coming from the mind, you have to bring your body into the game. And like I said, when we have trapped emotions are in the body, in your body, right? All right. The first thing, let's say you have an event, you get triggered, you don't want to talk about certain topic. Maybe you haven't a trap emotion that you haven't actually acknowledged yet. Let's say, okay, one exercise that I would love for you to do, it's a suggestion, of course, is actually first of all, you have to be in a place where you're not gonna be interrupted at least for the next 15 to 20 minutes, 30 minutes. I would love for you to think about an event, a person, situation, something that make you feel in a certain way, and like let's say maybe a next client, maybe an investment that you did, something, right? Bring the event. I want you, even if you don't visualize the event, just feel it. Now, detach from the event, and I want you to extract the emotion. How you feel? You feel angry, you feel sad, you feel frustrated. What is that? What is the feeling? Okay, how you feel? What is the emotion that is actually arising within you? Okay, once you do that, I want you to go deeper. In what part of your body you feel that? It's in your chest, your belly, sometimes it's in the belly, your hands, your fingers, your face, your throat. Once you once you acknowledge where you feel that, I would love for you just to feel it, don't judge it, and start just breathing in the way that you're breathing. I'm not gonna give you any technique. Acknowledge it and feel it. Let yourself feel it. And this is the part that we don't want to do. This is the part that many avoid. That's the part that, oh, I don't want to do it because I'm gonna attract more things. Actually, when you do it, you release, you move that energy from your body. So do it. And this could last 90 seconds, even more. Depends on how deep, how rooted this emotion is. And the way that you want to feel that this energy is moving is that you feel like, let's say, I want to bring this analogy when you are in the middle of workout, you feel the intensity and the heat, and then at one point you feel the cooling down. In that moment, I want you to stop. And this is no just one, two, three. I do have everything by yesterday, or with one thing, I'm gonna release this. Actually, something that you can utilize, like I said, because there's so many emotions that sometimes we hold inside of our body, but you will feel the relief. And one of the things that I got to say, I got to apply with my clients. We also do a test, and when we do this test, we see if the emotion is no longer active. So, but like I said, this is the kind of the work that I get to do with my clients. But I leave you with that exercise. If you want to know more about the woman behind the business, you can DM us. You can actually inquire. There's many ways to inquire through the coaching inquire to the application directly to the page, and we can go from there. Thank you so much for joining us for episode 5. let us know via Instagram, tag us on Instagram, what was your aha moment, your insights, and then you will have the opportunity to enter into the giveaway and also to spread the word. With that being said, have a beautiful day and we'll see you in the next. Thank you. Thank you so much for being here. Your presence is greatly appreciated and it truly means a lot to me. If you could support us by leaving a 5-star review, it will help us to connect with more extraordinary and influential women like you. With that being said, thanks once again, and let's look forward to an amazing and legendary week ahead.